So I personally think that right now, what these people should focus on is to create AI tools that are actually helping us make our jobs easier instead of helping these producers, investors, or whatever cut costs. I think something that you said made a lot of sense, which is human touch. There was this KFC ad that someone made online. He said strictly out of AI. So the AI generated the whole ad itself. People put it side by side with an actual KFC ad filmed by an actual person. The AI literally just copied it. Again, if AI one day is able to, create stories that make us cry or make us feel a certain way,
Yeah.
how do you even determine what is a human touch and what is not, right?
That's true. For now, like AI is not capable of storytelling and that can impact us. AI, they don't have emotion that is shaped from experience. As for humans, we all have different experiences, unique experiences that shape different emotions, which these emotions inspire this storyteller to write good scripts. And like, yeah, I don't think like AI have the ability to do that yet, except maybe one day they suddenly develop consciousness. Who knows? But I don't know. And in regards to your KFC ads, I think it was you who showed me that ads.
Yeah,
And
it was me.
yeah, I still remember that. I think the AI generated KFC ads is not from the AI itself. It's not even from the minds of the person who created the AI. What he basically did, he just like downloaded the old KFC ads and like he put it as an image prompts to the AI image creation, and then he just basically tell it to like recreate it at different lightings or like slightly different angle. Yeah, art is stealing, but for him it's just pure, I don't purely stealing. Like basically he just steals somebody's plate and like change the plate, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you think like he didn't just tell AI to generate it, but he used the old ad as sort of like a baseline? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it has the same music, everything, like the pacing of the cuts.
Yeah, the pacing is very similar. I mean, again, I feel like right now AI is only capable of what we feed them and not brain of its own, I think. It's definitely helped us a lot for sure, but not in a sense where I think it'll be able to, immediately come up with fresh new ideas on its own. I think that's way too soon.
Yeah, actually, like when I was writing scripts, sometimes I tell AI to give me like 10 ideas.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like those ideas feel different. Those ideas are much better when I'm the one who showed them, oh, this is the idea I want. Can you show me how to enhance the idea instead of like, hey, I need to do this content, show me some idea.
Yeah, so like literally telling them to start from scratch is like not always as good as you giving them the direction and then they'll follow that direction to help enhance it. Yeah, I completely understand. So I remembered a few years back, I think it was The Mandalorian or something, where they tried to, do the young version of Luke Skywalker.
So the first time Luke Skywalker appeared in The Mandalorian, I think the deepfake wasn't perfect enough, so that kind of took me out of the story. But then Luke Skywalker appeared again in the book of Boba Fett, and that's where the deepfakes are perfect and enhanced. And as a Star Wars fan myself, like it's exciting to see young Luke Skywalker again. Yeah, I think like to me it's actually good to like de-age old actors, revive actors who's like not with us anymore. Like I would love to watch Chadwick Boseman again in the MCU. I think as long as the actors agree to the consent of like using their own face even after their death, that's fine for me. As long as their family and the actors agree, that's like it's more of a fan service. Like the audience are happy.
Yeah.
That. Yeah.
I completely understand as well. I think like place where it draws the line for me is, for example, like you said, it's fan service, for the fans who's, constantly hoped and wished that they could see young Luke Skywalker again in a prequel plot. But then again, like with this possibility of like these deep fakes and like these voice cloning and stuff, if I was an actor myself, I'd be worried, about the roles that in the future that I can't take anymore. Especially as a woman, we fear aging. We fear wrinkles. We fear, getting old and stuff like that. So if I think if someone were to come to me and said, "Oh, can I get consent from you to use your face, your body, and your voice from 10 years back?" I think I'd feel very uncomfortable. Yeah, but also replaced, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I love to be appreciated for my craft and my, you know, for my actual self. That is myself, you know? But then as a person, I see someone recreate me 10 years ago doing things that I never did, you know, saying things that I never said. I think I'd feel threatened. What you said about, like, you know, reviving old actors, it's, you know, nostalgia for people. And, like, you know, maybe like making biography films or things like that would be really helpful. But I think in the sense of like replacing these people, like, let's say, oh, this actor couldn't make it on set that day, and then instead of, you know, wanting to, you know, change it to another film day, they just go, okay, let's just deepfake it. I think that would be a little bit of a threat for me. Yeah.
Pulling it back to the Luke Skywalker deepfake, during that time, AI is not as advanced yet. So Mark Hamill needs to be like on set, and like, so basically what they did is Mark Hamill acted out the scene himself, like the old legit Mark Hamill, and then like the young mocap actor basically like replicate whatever Mark Hamill does.
Okay, so it's still more of like a half sort of thing back then, right?
Yeah. But I'm not sure about the technology now. It might be, I think they have something like 3D scanning all around you, and then like they can basically make you do anything, which is, scary, like you said.
That's super scary, honestly. I mean, I know for a fact that that's happening nowadays. And a lot of people have been using, like, you know, these AI things, you know, as part of their branding or things like that. About for real actors, you know, human touch, real performances and things like that. Imagine one day you as an actor, you go on set and you say, I can't cry. And then someone just deepfakes you crying. Because imagine all those people who genuinely had the skills back then, who won Oscars because they, you know, they're actually good actors.
Yeah.
What happens then? What will Oscars become?
Let's put some Google Veo 3 video here, and like,
they're watching the north exit. Use the service tunnel.
you can tell that, as I said, the consistency is not there. Like, all their dialogue and their expression have like a specific pacing. Like, it feels robotic, like it's not natural. You can tell. At least like in the stage of the technology right now, I don't think AI can replicate like a masterpiece performance from an actor. Yeah,
but maybe in the next 10 years, right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe next year, who knows?
Okay, final question. Would you actually watch a fully AI made film with no humans involved?
So now, is it like the AI is making it from scratch, from 0 to 100%?
It's fully just AI.
I think I'll watch it for curiosity. If you tell me to spend money on the theater to watch it now, I don't think I will. Because I know that movies are rooted from people's experience and story, and those AI, all they have is data from articles, from books, from other sources online. I don't think they can like replicate the whole progress of a storytelling. I think, like, to me, making movies sacred. You can't just like let the robot handle it, you know.
Okay, so you would watch it out of curiosity, but you wouldn't pay to watch it.
Yes.
You wouldn't support it.
Yes, I will pirate it.
Actually, so would I. I wouldn't support it because I completely agree with you that I think, you know, movie making is sacred and it should stay human.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, emotions and feelings, if one day we rely on, you know, artificial intelligence to replicate it, then what are we, you know? That really takes the human out of the human touch.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you so much for joining me in this podcast today, Kennedy.
You're welcome.
I hope that AI do not take our jobs, and you know, we will keep thriving with new AI tools that are actually helpful for us instead of a replacement for us.
Yep, I hope they're still in our control. So.
Okay, well, see you the next one if we're ever doing one before AI replaces us, okay?
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.